Now we'll enter into the story of Virata Parva, which is our main focus today. This is the part where their Agnatavas starts. That would mean they would have successfully completed the 12 years, and a lot of significant events do happen there, of course, but we are skipping that and coming to the Agnatavas part. Pandavas have to decide what disguise they have to put on so that the Kauravas or their hundreds of spies, the network of spies that they have all over the country, they do not recognize them, and also where to spend it, where and what disguise. They all deliberate on what kind of places are options for them. One is Panchala, Dwaraka, Kalinga, Magadha, a bunch of kingdoms. And they decide, okay, let's spend it in Virata kingdom, which belongs to the Matsya kingdom, Virata city belonging to the Matsya kingdom, because it's not very familiar to them, or the people there are not familiar much with Pandavas' features. Because all the Pandavas have extremely unique features. They are tall, they are strong, they are powerful, and they are really famous. And they all agree that yes, let's go to Virata city. Now each of them kind of decide on what disguise they should put. Yudhishthira says, I'm familiar with the Vedas. I have good acumen for ruling a kingdom. So I will join as a king's companion, the king of Virata, his companion. I'll be an advisor to him, and I'll also accompany him for a game of dice and give him kind of a time pass. And I'll be known as Kanka. And this way I'll not be insulted. I'll have a respectful job. I'm not like a servant. They all agree, yes, that sounds like a good idea. And Bhima says, I'm a good cook. I enjoy cooking. I will join as the head cook in the king's kitchens. And I'll tell them I used to work for the Pandavas and I'm really good at this, but because they're in exile, I'm looking for work. And they all agree to that too. Now Arjun is so strong. He has this huge wide arms, and they'll ask him, what will you do? And you're super famous, you're the greatest archer. He says, do you all remember that I have a curse that I should become a eunuch for a year? I will use that now. I will become a eunuch and spend my time there as Brihannala and teach dance to the women in the king's court. Maybe his daughter Uttara, I hear she is into all this. Now, to talk about this curse, actually Arjuna would have gone to Devaloka to meet his father Indra during the Vanavas after he gets the Pashupatastra from Shiva, he goes to Devaloka. That time, all these Apsaras will be dancing, and he'll be looking at Urvashi, one of the Apsaras that she dances well. But actually his intentions will be that one of their ancestors, Pururavas, Urvashi and Pururavas would have gotten together and the descendants would have come. So he'll be thinking, oh wow, she's our ancestor. But Urvashi misunderstands and she thinks he's interested in courting with her. So in the night she comes over to his room and she will have different intentions. But he will actually say, wow, you're my ancestor, and he actually prostrates before her and bows to her. She'll get really angry. What are you even saying? You're treating me like your mother? What is this? You have insulted me. I curse you to become a eunuch forever. And Indra actually gets to know this, that his son has been cursed, and he goes and talks to Urvashi saying, please take it back or at least reduce the curse. And she says, okay, I'll reduce it, that this will be only for a year and you can choose when this will come to you. So he'll actually use that as an advantage and he becomes a eunuch during this Ajnatavas and he'll be called as Brihannala. Now next, Nakula, he's really beautiful. Nakula has extremely beautiful features. He says, I'm really good with dealing with horses and really training them and horse riding and taking care of them. I will become one of the caretakers of their stables and I'll be called as Damagranthi. And Sahadeva, he's an extremely intelligent diplomat and he says the main source of all the abundance in Virata is the cattle. I will be taking care of the cows in their kingdom. And I will be going by the name Tantripala. And now they all turn to Draupadi and they'll be sad to ask her because even she has to go through this. She says, I will become a Sairandhri and I'll join the queen. I will actually tell her that I was a handmaiden before and I can do 100 different hairstyles and I'll join her chambers and work there. And they all agree and they enter the kingdom of Virata. But before that,